guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be doing my June 2021 TBR. The theme for this is kind of catch up on books that I've wanted to read so far this year, plus Once Upon a Book Club books, plus also what I call hard topics. I don't know, but I really did pick a good selection of books. Some of them I've been like really wanting to read super badly, and then some of them are just ones that, you know, I want to try to get into my list for this year's. Let's just go ahead and get started. The first book that I am currently reading right now is Maisie by Melanie Crowder. So this is my Once Upon a Book Club book, I think for February or March. I can't remember which month. This one follows a girl in 1959 Nebraska who has big Broadway dreams. She wants to be an actress. She loves to sing. She loves musicals. Pretty much, she just wants to be on Broadway, and she is willing to give up everything to do that. When she has the opportunity to go and audition for a few weeks, she takes the chance, but it seems like she's going to get homesick, and she's going to realize that maybe what she always wanted to do is not exactly what she thought. I am already on page 66. So with this one, the chapters are very short, so it's technically chapter 12. So far, I've been enjoying it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's kind of just getting into everything right now, so I'm hoping I'll like this one. I love anything that's based in Broadway and theater. The next book that I have that I'm going to be following with that is Downworld by Rebecca Phelps, and then this one is the next book that I have to read for Once Upon a Book Club. This one follows a girl named Marina who goes to this high school where it is rumored to have this old military base where something called Downworld is at. She meets this boy who is very strange and he's very mysterious, and he leads her into this world where she actually now knows that it is real. From the down world, she is trying to bring her brother back, but there's going to be some weird things that are going to happen where if her brother comes back, something else needs to be traded in order for that to happen. So this is definitely going to be very spooky, very mysterious. I really love the cover of this book, as well as that it is a Wattpad book. So I have loved a lot of Wattpad books before, so I'm hoping I will like this one as well. Next one that I have is actually a new arrival for me. I have not put this video up yet, but this is going to be the next Once Upon a Book Club box that we get to, and I am really excited about this one. It is the Mary Shelley Club by Goldie Moldavsky. This one follows a girl who goes to this a private school where she kind of is like an outcast because she's a scholarship student. A prank happens that she gets caught up in, and it actually attracts the attention of this group called the Mary Shelley Club. As she gets into this club, she finds out that they conduct what is called fear tests, which are pretty much elaborate pranks that are based on horror and movie tropes. I guess there's going to be things are going to get a little too far, and she's going to have to figure out what she wants to do, but I'm super excited. I love horror. I love that this is based in horror as well as like the classic films. This one, it's super thick, so I feel like this is going to be one that I'm going to just dive into and not want to stop reading. So now that we're done with the Once Upon a Book Club books, I'm going to now get into the newer books. I guess instead of hard issues, we're going to label it teen issues. The first three books I have are actually part of a series, I guess you could call it. They were ones that I've actually read when I was in like middle school, high school. It Happened to Nancy, Annie's Baby, and then you have Treacherous Love, which these are all set in a diary format, and they are all by Beatrice Sparks. Beatrice Sparks is also known for the Go Ask Alice kind of series of books. And I know that there's a lot of controversy with these, that some of the stuff that's in these books is kind of blown out of proportion and it's just kind of more drama than anything, but these still kind of caught my eye and I still really did enjoy reading these. Annie's Baby deals with a girl who ends up getting pregnant. It Happened to Nancy was actually one of the first ones that I read. This deals with a girl who ends up getting AIDS after, I believe, a rape. Treacherous Love is actually about a girl who has like a relationship with her teacher. So I know that's a little bit taboo, so that'll be interesting. The next book that I have is actually a reread of a book that I have already read as well, and it is one that really changed my life in a way. I didn't realize that book could tackle a hard-hitting subject, and it was kind of my introduction into knowing that the world is not perfect. It's still very relevant to this day. This book is still being published with different covers, and I actually have 2 copies, and it is Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. This is the original Scholastic cover, which I found this at a thrift store and I needed to get because this is actually the version that I read, but then I also have this really cool anniversary edition that's got the blue on it and it's got the flowers, but then it also has some bonus content as well. So this is probably going to be the one that I read from. This was just kind of one I wanted to show on the video. So if you are not familiar with this story, it is about a girl that is raped at a party and she has not been able to speak because she is terrified. It's told through her inner monologue of her going through flashbacks of what happens and just kind of dealing with that. It's very dark, but it's also dark in a way that it makes you feel, and I really have loved this book. It's stuck with me for years. The next book that I have here is one that I believe Lifetime did like a series, or it's like books that are under their imprint or something weird like that, but it is a series where it's something at 17, and this one is Pregnant at 17, and it is by Christine Conrad. This follows a girl named Chelsea who is 17, obviously, and she's dealing with a lot at the moment. She finds out that her father is going to be working on this dangerous crab boat. He's going to be going away, and not only that, she finds out that someone she testified against is going to be coming out of prison. On top of all that, she finds out that she is pregnant and she doesn't know what she's going to do. She ends up befriending a woman named Sonia who comes into her job. She kind of tells her everything and they develop this sisterly bond. But somehow you find out that Sonia is not who she is, and Chelsea has to make a decision as to what she wants to do. I feel like this one's just going to be kind of soapy as well. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it as much. I just kind of like the premise, and I kind of like really like weird books like this, so I don't know. I'm hoping I'll like it, but I also don't know if I'm going to, if that makes any sense. There is 2 other books. I don't know if they have any more besides these 3, but the other ones that go with it are Missing at 17 and Murdered at 17. So if I like this one, I might pick those up. This book that I have is another one that deals with teen pregnancy, and this is the last book as well of like my newer titles that I'm putting on this, but it is Hooked by Catherine Greenman. This follows a girl named Thea who kind of has been taking care of herself for a long time. Her mom is kind of flighty and her dad is also an alcoholic. So imagine having those 2 things to deal with. She attends this, I believe it's a private school. Yes, it's a competitive high school that she attends, and she meets this senior named Will who she falls hook, line, and sinker for. She ends up being worried that their relationship is not going to last, but he keeps proving that it is, and I'm hoping it's going to last through this book because she ends up finding out she is pregnant. And I feel like I'm hoping this will be cute, so I'm hoping it's going to be taking a bad situation and making it good. So let's keep our fingers crossed for this one. All right, so these next couple of books that I have are going to be ones that I have been wanting to revisit all year. So a lot of these are going to look familiar if you watch my other videos. I'm going to be doing like a brief synopsis of it. It's not going to be in depth like these ones. So you've seen them before. I just feel like I don't want to waste too much time. The first book that I have of my wanting to read this year is Ghost Hunters Adventure Club and the Secret of the Grand Chateau, which is by Dr. Cecil H.H. Mills, which is actually a pen name for Game Grumps. If you're not familiar with them, it is 2 guys who sit on a couch and play video games and do commentary over it, and a lot of the commentary is funny. I absolutely love them. I love even the stuff that they talk about, even though it's inappropriate, some of the stuff is just so funny. They do a lot of stupid humor. This is their first book that they have written. That I believe that there is going to be a sequel coming out to this, which I'm super excited. Cannot wait for that to happen, but I really have been wanting to get to this, and I feel like how this was written, it was kind of written in the style of like the Nancy Drew mysteries and the Hardy Boys. Another read that I have is actually 2 Natasha Preston books that I've talked about before. These are ones I have not read yet, and that is The Twin, and then I have The Lake, which is my exclusive Barnes & Noble signed copy, so I'm really excited to have this one. The Twin follows a girl who finds out that her twin sister is pretty much trying to get rid of her. So I'm very excited to see how that goes with this one. And then this one, it kind of gives me Friday the 13th vibes. It's about these 2 girls who return to this camp as counselors that they used to go to all the time over the summer. Something happened where these 2 girls have a dark secret that they harbor, and it's coming back to haunt them at this camp. I always love Natasha Preston's writing. She's a Wattpad author, and I literally have every single one of her books. Like, as you can see in the background there. I absolutely love her. Her writing is so much fun. So I'm hoping these 2 are going to knock it out of the park as well. And the last books that I have is actually a series that I mentioned the last time that I did my video in May. And that is going to be the Reawakened series, which has 3 books in it. You start with Reawakened, you go with Recreated, and then Reunited. This book I actually got through one of my favorite book subscription boxes, which is the Book Drop, and the way that they described it, it is a mix of modern day New York mixed into ancient Egypt, and it follows a girl who teams up with this ancient prince who is reawakened and reincarnated named Anon, and apparently they travel across the world. A romance develops between the 2 of them, and it seems like it's going to be fun. I have loved ancient Egypt ever since I studied it, and when I was like in 2nd grade, and I've always been fascinated with it. So I'm hoping I'm gonna love this. I absolutely adore the covers. The covers are super pretty, and the colors on them are bright as well too. So I'm hoping I'm gonna like this one. I don't know if this is gonna be the next one I read, but I definitely know this is one that I want to get to before the end of the year. Alright guys, there you have it. That is my June 2021 TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed picking out these books. Let me know what you guys thought of these books. Did you love them? Did you hate them? Do you know books that are kind of similar to it? I don't know. Just leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!